Hey folks, Internet Dude here. Hey, this is just another video on my Lexus LS 500, and I thought I would like to show you all of the exterior lighting and interior lighting, which by the way is all LED. So I just wanted to show you the approach lighting as you walk up to the car with the key in the pocket. You'll see the lights came on there in the door handles. And that's about it for the exterior. But if you look inside, you can see there's a bit of light inside. And there's this little decoration on the passenger side of the dash. And there's a bit of illumination in the back as well. So let's just head on in here. The lights blinked and the mirrors unfolded when I actually put my hand on the handle. Now when you open it, you do have a very good light on the ground. Being cast by that right there. You can see some ambient lighting on the door there. Interior lighting. Alright, so I'll just turn the car on just so we can get a feel for what all the different lights are in here. You can see the engine start-stop light blinks. See the startup sequence. All right. Let's just turn the fan down nice and low. Now, it's kind of hard to see here, so I'm going to turn all of the interior lights on. And if we come up, and it's probably hard for you to see, but there. So I tapped on that long light. There's no switch to turn that on. You just tap that. And that comes on. And you can also tap, turn on the map lights. Okay. So as we look around, we'll look on the passenger side. You can see a little bit of a light. Oh, that's a reflection right there on the handle. It's actually hard to see, so I'm going to turn off my map light on this side. If we take a look, wow. It's kind of hard to see, but the lights here are illuminated for the driver's seat memory. You can see all of the switch gear here is illuminated. Put my hand over, you'll see that's illuminated. Back here, there's an ambient light that's behind the wood trim. It darkens up a little bit when you put it in gear. There's a light down there for the footwell. Again, that darkens up once you put it in gear. Kind of hard to make out here, but the trunk switch and the gas filler door switches are illuminated. There's a couple of switches back here for the heads-up display, camera view, steering wheel buttons. Let's see if they're illuminated. Yeah, those are illuminated. See, that's illuminated, although it's kind of hard to see. That's the normal Sport Custom Comfort Eco switch, and there's a traction control switch there. Underneath the mirror, there's one LED that points straight down, and that's just illuminating the area for the shifter down here. Let's see if the cup holders are illuminated. No. There's also a little light in the passenger footwell, kind of hard to see right now. Let's take a look up here at the visor, because we have a mirror, and that is very bright, as you can tell. So looking at the ambient light on the driver's door here, I'm just going to put the car in gear and show you how much it dims. There. And then when I put it back in park, it brightens up. And same for the footwell. In gear, it's really not very visible at all. In park, it lights up. I guess I forgot to mention this, but these are all the buttons for the HVAC climate control and the radio as well. I like that the volume knob here is illuminated. Interesting thing here, the things that let you open and close the vents manually. these are backlit, which is pretty neat. Oh, and when you push the hazard switch here, it flashes. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention too much about this, but this is just a static design. It's not actually a screen that's shown to the passenger there. It's just an illuminated design. Not really sure the purpose. I guess it's just for cosmetics. And then I'll show you as well, this is the center console. So to the left here, which is very hard to make out, about the center of your screen now, there's an auxiliary jack and 2 USB ports. There is a light here at the back of the console that illuminates, but I got stuff in the way, so it's kind of hard to make that out. And then one more thing is, this is really cool. I think I'll have to open my door, but check that out. That is the seatbelt buckle illuminating, and it works on the other ones as well. One more thing I wanted to show you in the interior was the dimming of the gauges, because everything's digital basically. So we have, it's kind of hard to see down here, but there's illumination. You can turn it up and down and it reflects on the screen. So if I turn that down, you can see adjust brightness. So let's turn it all the way down. And that is turned all the way down. Let's turn it all the way up. That's very bright. So let me turn it back down. I'll show you something I just noticed. So when you turn this down, but it's not quite off, you can see we still have that light, ambient light, and you still have that decoration on the dash. So if I turn it all the way down, this is 1 notch away from the bottom, or actually it is all the way down. So when you turn that all the way down, it turns those features off. So that's on, that's off. So it just kind of depends on your preference. I guess this screen must be controlled independently because it didn't seem to change. Then I'll show you these controls as well with the dimming, and we can see what they do. And that's all the way down. The change on those is much more subtle, but I can see when I turn the brightness all the way up, the brightness did increase in those areas. And just because I mentioned it, let's take a look at the screen options for the brightness. Display. So you can turn the screen off. You can adjust day mode, on and off. And there's an option to adjust the brightness contrast. And let's turn the screen off. And there you go. So now if we turn the screen off, and then I'll go back and we'll dim this all the way down. Now we have a little bit of lighting for the switchgear. Screen's off, decoration's off, and ambient light is off. And you still have a little bit lighting up there. And let's take a look in the glove box. Hard to see here, but yes, there is a light in the glove box. Alright, so let's take a look in the back seat now. You also have that very bright light. You have the ambient lighting here on the door handle. And because the interior color is really light, it's extremely well lit up in the back here. So let's hop in. All right, and so once we're in the back, again, it's really dark, hard to see once the lights turn off, but there is a button to turn on kind of center lighting, and then there's another button to turn on individual seat lighting. So it can actually get really quite bright back here. Just going to leave on, let's just leave one light on. Just that one to give us a little light in here. And we have these overhead mirrors pop those down. It's got a really nice, very bright illumination there. Doesn't seem to be any other illumination, although the buttons up here are illuminated. So you can see that ambient lighting again. The switch is illuminated. Now in the back seat, well, you can't really make that out, but the closing mechanism here is not backlit like it is in the front. Let's see if the cup holder's illuminated. Nope. Let's see if the console's illuminated. And let me turn the other light off and see. Nope. All right, and then we have the touchscreen here, which you can actually go in and turn it off if you'd prefer. Here's just a better look at the front seat illumination. As I showed up front, I'm here in the back, and you can see the seatbelt buckle is illuminated when I open the door. All right, let's just walk around the exterior. You can see the reflection of that metallic white pearl paint color. So as we come around, the side marker light is technically just that single LED right there. As we come around the back, you can see those nice Lexus L design. Very well lit up license plate area. Let's take a look in the trunk and see what that lighting is like. So looking in the trunk, we can see there's a light up here. Casts a nice glow down here. If we look inside the trunk, there is a light back in there. So there is decent illumination back here. It's kind of hard to tell because the carpet is so dark. And this is just kind of a chrome trim piece. The button to close is illuminated. Coming down the side, there's no illumination down the side at all when the car is on like that. The approach lights in the door handle were lit up before, obviously, when I walked up. So if I come around to the side here at the front, you can see again a single little LED there for the side marker light, but there's this kind of, I don't know what you'd call it, almost a lower eyebrow type light right here. Down there. The actual turn signal is a little strip in there. I could show you that. And this is the triple beam headlights. 1, 2, 3. There's another little light there that only comes on when you're turning. Come look at the front here. Same kind of thing over here. So let me turn the turn signal on and we'll take a look at that light I was talking about. So now you can see that's illuminated. And you can see the side marker light, maybe a little hard to make out on the camera, but it's just above that white light. I think it looks great. So that illuminates this area beside, whereas that's the area in front of the car. So it illuminates really quite well. Oh, and when the turn signal's on, the mirror blinks. And we may as well look at the back here too while we're here. That's what that looks like. That's very bright. All right, and let's check into the hood and see if there's any lights under there. And there's nothing. Well, I hope you like this look at the LED lighting inside and out on my Lexus LS 500. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below and be sure to click that thumbs up. Subscribe for more automotive content. Thanks for watching.